I don't even care what time it is. Good morning. Right, okay, you'll see there's a wee bit of a difference here. I'm just going to wait until a few people come on. I've got a look that I want to show you that I've been saying I'm going to show you for a while using a splurge, but you can actually do it using just one palette. Just one palette. It's true, it's true, it's true. For those of you watching the replay, I am not going to be doing this for a long time. I'm going to get started right now. Okay. Right, okay. Right, so what I'm doing is a smoky eye, like a really intense, dark, sexy, night out kind of smoky eye, and you can see how this is going to look. I'm just finishing off my mascara, because we all know that we need mascara to finish off a look. We definitely do, because you just look strange without it. My sister was saying that on Saturday. Once I was ready, I went to my sister's and she was like, oh, you just look weird without putting mascara on after you've done your eyeshadow. And I was like, yes, Julie, yes you do. So you need mascara. You need mascara to find out how the finished look is going to be. Never judge it on what it looks like beforehand. Right, so you can see it's quite dark. It's a smoky eye. I absolutely love a dark smoky eye, and what I would normally use is like a gel liner, or well, I was taught with a gel liner. But what I prefer to use is I like our splurges, because they're cream shadows, so they go on as a cream, so they're great for blending. But in the spirit of it being the last day that you can get the kudos for this month, which is the Believe in Your Eyes collection, which is the mascara, the black eyeliner, and a palette of your choice. Now we have 5 palettes, I've got 3 of them. 3? Yeah, I've got 3. I've got number 1, which is the one I do my brows with, the one I used yesterday's look, and my look that I done at the weekend. This is number, I don't have number 2 and I don't have number 4, but I have 1. This is number 3, which is the look this is how this look is going to be created, and I've used palette 5 to create a look. That is the really colourful shadows in that one. So that one's great. That one's a great everyday kind of look. So today we're going to be using palette 3 to make this smoky eye look, and you can see it really does look amazing. And I'm using pretty much what's in the collection. So you can see already from the different looks that I've created, and the different colours that you get on the eye pencils, and the different colours that you get with the palettes. You can totally mix and match. You can match your colour liner to the colour palette you're getting. So yeah, it's definitely worth the money. £58, you're saving 20%. It's usually 78, so you're saving £20, which is a really good deal. Right, so how I started this look, and I'm glad I've done one eye, because I've just had a notification saying it's a low battery. Right, okay, so the way that I created this look today was right, okay, I'm trying to remember which brushes that I used. Yeah, right, okay, so I used just a flat brush, a flat wide brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the black right in there with the black all over the lid. It sounds a lot scarier than what it is, and just take the excess off. With these you don't need a lot. I've said these would probably last you between a year and 2 years, depending on how much you use it. If you use it a lot, yeah, I would say maybe around about a year and a half. So these are going to last you a while, so it's a great investment. So just go straight in. Right, I'm going to try and use my phone. I used my mirror. Oh no, I didn't do that first. Damn. I knew I would mess this up. Right, okay. Little fluffy brush. Just a little small fluffy brush. Now, I usually use Beautiful, and that's the pigment that I usually use for my my transition colour, which is the colour that goes in your brow bone. So today what I'm using is I'm using Determine. Now this looks like a really grey colour, but when you put it on, it goes on as a totally different colour. So it's good to use all your eyeshadows, especially if you already have a palette. So what I would do here is, I'm going to try not to touch that black, but I would put that up here at my brow bone. Just follow that bone, so that bone you can feel is there, and it comes right up to here. So that's where you get this, if you follow that, this is where you get this space between your transition colour and your eyebrow for you to put in your highlight colour. So I'm just going to take this over here, and I'm just taking, it's just a little light dab, so you can see how you only need a tiny amount, and how these are going to last you for as long as they will. So that's the transition colour on. A little bit more there. Less is more, ladies, less is more. Put less on, and you can build it up. You can keep going back in to get it to the colour that you want. Right, so that's my transition colour in there, okay? Right, back to this one. Right, so I'm going in with the black, and I'm putting the black all over my lid. Now I'm just putting it on my lid, I'm not taking it any further up, and I'm just dabbing it on. Now when you're doing a look like this, a quick tip would be to do your eyes before you do anything else. Now you can see that looks really dark. Ooh, I've got the hooded eye, it's coming down. But what you're going to do is, you're going to take a bigger blending brush. This is a big fluffy brush, it's quite wide compared to the one that I put the transition colour on with, so that's the difference in them. These are Real Technique brushes. I actually really like these brushes. I love these brushes because they're quite long, so they're great for blending, and they're quite fluffy as well, so I really like those brushes. And I love the colour purple. It just goes with my Younique. Right, and then you're just going to take it, don't take it from your whole eye here, your lid. You want to just take it from the top of your lid, and you're just going to blend that colour out, because you can see I've no harsh lines on this. So you're just going to take it, and this is why they have this bit here at the end of these brushes, because you hold your brush at the end to blend it. But with this kind of look, you're wanting to do quite a harsh blend. You didn't want it to be a soft blend like normal, so you're going to be blending quite a lot with this. So you're just going to be taking that up, so you're blending it out. So blend out the way. Blend out the way. The best way to blend is in circles, and I'm taking it out to the outer corner because I want it to come out a bit here. So blend. I'm just going to look in my mirror. Blend. Blend. So we're just blending. So you've got a lot of blend in. If this was a recorded video, this is where I would fast forward and make it quicker. So you're just blending it out. So just blend it up and out. So you're going up the way and along this way to take it out. So that's you blended it out, so you can see it's blended out there. And then what I done was, just to give this a little bit more colour, and just to give it a little bit more, is on the lid, I went in with a different fluffy brush. This is just a random fluffy brush that I just chose. And I'm going in with the you know how we use the black? I'm going in with the dark purple here. This is a shimmer. So everything I've used has been a matte. It's better for blending. And this is Cheeky, this is called. So this is, and I'm just going to be going in with quite a lot of this. I'm going to put a lot of this on my brush, not like normal, because I know that I'm going to need quite a lot of this. And then I'm just patting this onto my eye. And that again is going to darken this lid up a bit, because after blending it does, you'll notice it when you blend, you think, oh, that's not the colour I wanted, it was darker. You could just go in with more colour. There's nothing saying that you can't go in with more colour. And then you could just go back in and add more colour to those areas. That's where I went wrong with my blending when I was doing my course. I was always like, nah, it's not working, I've not got the right colour. And it was literally because I wasn't blending enough, and then when I was blending too hard, it was taking the colour away, and then when I was blending the right amount, it sometimes does take some colour away, so you can go back in and add more colour. So I'm just going to blend again, just those little edges away, I'm just going to blend those edges. So you can see it's starting to take shape. Now obviously this eye looks a lot better, and this is what I'm saying about don't ever judge your eyeshadow before you put everything else on, because you could look at it and go, oh no, that's too dark, or oh no, I don't like that, it's too this or that. Always make sure you put everything else on before you judge it, because this eye looks way better than this eye and they're exactly the same. It's just because I've fluffed it out a bit with eyeliner and mascara. Right, so that is pretty much it, and that is a smoky eye using 2 colours, or 3 colours if you like, because I've got the transition colour. 3 colours from palette 3, a dark smoky eye, really dark smoky eye, and then what I've done was I've took the black again, and I've went over. Now I've got a liner shader brush here. We're not going to use the shader brush side, this is just like a little fluffy side, so you could go under here and then smoke it out. So because I've got this quite sharp under here, I like that, but you could use your blender bit and blend that out just to smoke it out even more. I suppose I could go in and just show you, so you could see that's just smoking that out. So that just smokes that out even more. So what I've done was I took some of the black and I've just went over and I've gave myself like eyeliner. You could use liquid liner, but just for the purposes of this being a smoky eye, I wanted it to be a little bit more of a smoky liner, and this I find is the best way to create that, because it's already got like a smoky effect because it's a powder. And I'm just basically just getting the black and just going over. I'm trying to do this so that you can see. Wait a minute. Right, this is going to be quite hard for me to let you see because it's the wrong side. I should be using my left hand, but I can't. You'll just have to bear with me. Right, so I've just put that a little bit of liner on with the black that I used originally, and that's just giving that a little bit of liner over the top. And then again, I've used the black, but I've not went too harsh under here. And the reason that I'm taking the black under here, actually, I'll go in and show you first. I'm going to put the black liner on my waterline. And with a smoky eye, it is good to have a colour smoked out on your bottom lid. So what you could do, well, what you would think you could do is take this and just go underneath as well, and then get the shader side. And you can do that with a pencil. You can put pencil on and you can blend the pencil if you're quick enough before it dries. You can blend that, but the problem with that is, and I showed this on my video yesterday, was when you go on your waterline and then go back in underneath with the pencil, you have this, just at your lash line, you have this bit that you don't get, so it's like, it looks like 2 different lines. So I find that just a little bit more convenient, and I've actually just used the pencil for this little bit here. So I've just used the pencil, just to give me that little flick of liner. And God forbid it should turn out the same as the other side. Jeez. Right, so I've just put this little bit, I'm just showing you. And then I'm just going underneath with the black shadow, making sure that I'm touching my lashes so that I'm getting that, so that all of that looks, you know, so it all looks black, so there's no spaces in between the liner on my waterline and my bottom lid. And that's pretty much it. It looks starting to look the same now. So you can see we're adding a little bit of, you know, a little bit of eyeliner and mascara. Although I've not got my mascara on yet, but I'll put that on. So you can see how that, I'm really not happy with this. There we go. That's better. Right, okay. So, a little run through. We've got this Determined, this colour here. I hope you can see that okay, because this is Smitten. This is like a white shimmery kind of colour, and we are going to use that again. And then we've got Determined. So this is like a grey colour, a grey browny colour. This is a colour that I've used to do my transition colour. So I've used a fluffy brush just to put this at my brow bone. And then I've went in straight in with the black all over my lid. And then I've took another blending brush, a bigger blending brush, and I've blended it out across here. So up and across. So you're going blending up and blending out. So you're blending it across that way. And that's blended this colour from my lid up here, so that it hasn't, so you've not just went, I'm wanting black here on my lid and up here. So you've not just like spread it all over your eyes and they've looked black, like really black. So this way you're blending it out and you're also getting that nice blended look up here on kind of like your crease. And then I've went back in again with Cheeky, which is the dark purple shimmer, and I've just dabbed that across my lid just to darken that a little bit more. After blending it, it's kind of taken away the intense dark colour, and it's also given me a bit of shimmer. And then I've went in with my liner brush with the black, and I've went over to give myself a little bit of a smoked out eyeliner on the top, on the bottom lid. And then I've also used the black liner pencil to go just at the corner here and flick it out a bit with the liner, and then I've went on my waterline with that. And that's it. That's it. So you've used black liner, you've used Irate black powder, you've used Determined, which is a little bit of a brownie colour just for your transition, you've used Cheeky, which is a dark purple just to give yourself on here, and then I'm going to go in with Smitten with a little brush like this. This is just a little flat brush, a crease brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of Smitten, just dab my brush in there just a little, and then I'm going to take this to my outer corner just to brighten that up a little bit. So that's going to brighten it up and open my eye. Now you can go as heavy or as calm here as you like. So you can see how that just brightens up and opens up your eye in that corner. And then the pièce de résistance is our 3D fibre lashes. Now you can see with and without, it still doesn't look the part, even though I've got everything else on. You still need that mascara there just to make it, just to top it off. And I think we all know what mascara and false lashes do for a look. But me personally, I find false lashes to be way too much hassle, way too expensive to be using all the time, and they're too fiddly, and they're no natural. This mascara will give you the length and the illusion of false lashes. The ones that you get done professionally, I've had them done myself, and I felt like they weren't worth the money. The girl who done them was amazing. She knew exactly what I wanted. She'd done them perfectly, and yeah, they were really, really good. But I just felt like they fell out too quickly. They weren't my cup of tea at all. So here we go. This is the best part about this mascara. It's the fibres. And get your fibres on at the ends of your lashes to create volume and length. Don't worry if fibres fall off, you could just wipe them off. There's no... And then just let that dry, let those fibres attach themselves. And while that happens, I usually do my lower lashes. Again, this is going to make that lower part look even better. And then I would usually do a little bit more just to let them set a little bit, but I'm just going to leave, I'm just going to go in and do it just now. So you can see how much this has actually lengthened my lashes, but I'm going to tell you ladies, you can go in as many times as you want with this mascara. It's a buildable product, like a lot of our products, it really is buildable, and you can go in with as many coats as you like until you get the desired length, but you can see already how much that has actually, and that's one coat. I usually do 2. I'll do 1 coat for daytime. I sometimes do 2. I think 2 is long enough for me. But I've seen girls go for, that really like long lashes. So if you really depend on your false lashes being really long, you're maybe going to want, I've seen a girl go in with seven times with this, and her lashes were like right up to her eyebrows. I've got quite a lot of space between my eyelashes and my eyebrows because I've got a hooded eye, so mine's never look that long, although they are really long. So you can see the length in my lashes. And I can see it's amazing. I absolutely love it. So that's the finished look. It's an amazing look. Your face is going to be a mess after it. You can't see it on here because it's quite light, but your face is going to be a mess underneath here because you've been using shimmers, you've been using dark powder. So this is why I suggest that, and I said at the beginning of the video, or the live, to leave everything else until the end. What I would do if you're going to use concealer underneath your eyes, which, just to show you this, because I didn't want to do concealer and foundation, but what I would do is I'd do the top half of my eyes, and then I would put my concealer on, and then I would do the bottom half of my eyes, and then I would go in and do all my foundation. So there's somebody at my door, I'm going to have to go. I hope that was informative. I hope you learned something. I hope you absolutely love the look. I hope you're going to go away and try it, if you've got the stuff there. If you want to try some really quality makeup, if you haven't got it already, then the kudos is still available until the end of today. So get it in your basket and get that in your makeup bag. So I will speak to you all later. Thanks. Love yous.